what a game! What a performance by our players. Just to come out the way they did, and the way they continue to, and just the fight, the resilience. Even in the second half, when GW seemed to crack into our lead a little bit and make a run, but our guys always responded and found a way to close out the game. I thought the effort plays that we didn't make the first time that we played them, I thought we made tonight. And you look down at the stat sheet, especially with the guys that are up here with me right now. I mean, we can talk about Noah scoring, and we're going to, but 7 assists and 7 steals. He's one of the best guards in the league. I'll continue to say it, long past my tenure at UMass. TJ Weeks battled some foul trouble, but the way he got the game going for us kind of really broke it open. And then Buttrick goes for 16 rebounds. That's all effort, And again, the resilience, the effort that these guys played the game with. We just keep talking. Job's not finished, and it's not, and it's a credit to them.
All right, questions for the players first. Please raise your hand, gentlemen. Good. Thank you.
Nick Morrison, Mid-Major Madness. What's gotten into you guys lately? You guys have been playing outstanding the last week and a half.
Who wants to take that?
It's March, and we just wanted to get some momentum going towards the end of the season. I think last game against George Mason in overtime at their place was a big win for us coming into this tournament. And today, we were just really excited to play. We didn't come here to waste any time. We're going to prove that in the upcoming games for sure.
Question here. Go ahead.
Frederick Hannon, Massachusetts Daily Collegian. Matt, when TJ went out with those 2 fouls in the first.
Are you sticking to the players?
We're trying to go to the players first.
Oh, just the players. No, when TJ went out with those 2 fouls in the second half, and then went up to 4. How important was it for you to kind of control the offense? You had 13 points the first 8 minutes of the second half.
I think today we just did a great job of just sharing the ball and being really unselfish. So when TJ went out, I just think we emphasized that a little bit more because, obviously he was hitting shots, so we were looking for him. But when he went out, we were just looking for the hot hand, and, teammates found me, and, we got it going.
Over here, yes, sir, for the players.
We don't know ETW have it. So, Noah, last time out against ETW, you only had 4 points. Obviously, today you had 29. So, what do you think changed between your last game with ETW and today?
Just watching a lot of the film and just breaking down, where I could get some good looks and, where I could find guys. And I think today I wasn't really thinking about offense. I just wanted to, Bishop had 24 points last time he played him. And, I just wanted to keep him under that because, he's a real special player and he could get it going quickly, as you saw a little bit in the second half. So I was really just locked in on that end for sure.
In the front row, go ahead.
No, in these past 2 games, how has your mindset switched? I think it's now 2 straight games with career highs back-to-back. What changed, especially after the shooting struggles in the middle of the season?
Just my teammates, and coaches just instilling the confidence in me, every day. Nobody tells me not to shoot. The guys believe in me, and when I'm hot, they definitely find me. So I don't think anything's really changed. I just think the guys around me have, emphasized it a little more for sure.
In the front row.
Michael Bergman, A10 Talk. You guys scored 99 points tonight, and you guys had a history of doing a lot of scoring. Last year, you guys scored 100 against St. Joe's. Only a few teams in the A10 tournament have ever gone over 100 points. What does it mean to you guys to have some success, going into the postseason, just kind of getting on a roll here? And what do you think you can do tomorrow against Dayton?
Trent or TJ, you want to take that one?
I think it just feels good to get a win, have some momentum. Like Noah said, we got 3 wins in a row now. So, and then being able to score pretty much, effortlessly. It's not tough with guys around you like Noah, TJ, CJ, Rich. And when we're moving the ball like that, I think it's pretty tough to guard us. So I think that's, it's fun to play out there with these guys.
In the second row, go ahead.
Joe Szymanski by George. Trent, you really kind of dominated down low today. You had 16 total rebounds. You didn't commit a foul today. 13 points, 2 blocks. with your game today, how did you kind of come in with that mindset to really kind of dominate GW down low and have the game you had?
I had a good game against them last time, so I just knew that like I could dominate again pretty much, and you know it's my last A10 conference tournament, you know, so I'm just trying to play with everything I got, empty the tank pretty much.
Couple more for the players. Yes, sir, in the front row.
Aaron Robertson, All Facts Media. For either of the players, just what's it been like the last 3 games or so? Just after hearing the news about coaching, how do you guys kind of use that? Is there a sense of like a nothing to lose type of mentality for the players right now?
TJ.
Yeah, for sure. It could be our last day. Any day could be our last day. So that's how we go about it each and every day. When we come out there, we just give our 110% each day. That's all it is.
So final question for the players. Go ahead, sir.
TJ, similar to last season, you guys start off strong in the first round, but then lose to St. Louis last year, and now you have a tough opponent in Dayton. What do you learn, or what did you learn from last year in that second game that you can kind of take into this game against a tough opponent?
To fight through fatigue. They're coming off fresh and 2 byes, 2 days off, and we're coming off a game, so we gotta fight through fatigue. I believe we can do it too. We got depth all around, so.
We'll release the players now and let them go back to their locker room if any of you need additional interviews.
Coach, you know, I think the storyline's been obviously you were officially let go about a week and a half ago. You decided to stay on for the last couple of games. It's kind of become an incredible storyline now with you guys in the quarters. How have you kept your locker room together and focused even with that news, you staying on and kind of just keeping head on, you know, 1 game at a time?
Yeah, we've got high character kids that care about each other, care about our staff. And, you know, I think, you know, I haven't had a ton of time to process everything that's transpired in terms of obviously what's next for me, what's next for our staff, what's next for my family. Just trying to pour into these guys and soak up each and every day. You know, I talked to them the other night. I had the unfortunate of one of my players from Chattanooga passed away playing a pickup game, right? And Eric Robertson was all energy, all smiles, all about the right things. And I think the message to these guys has just been, hey man, let's enjoy each and every day that we have together. Because we don't know what's next, we don't know how much time we have left, and we don't want to leave any regrets out there, right? And when you go out there and you play the game with 0 regrets, or you attack practice with 0 regrets, understanding that tomorrow is not guaranteed, a lot of times the result tilts in your favor. Not always, but a lot of times it does. And, you know, we're having some fun. And I give our players a tremendous amount of credit for that, led by the guys that were up here, Rich Kelly, just their positivity and their attitudes to attack the way that they've been attacking.
Sir, in the front row.
Coach, you mentioned just the mentality, just kind of like having nothing to lose, and on offensive end seems to show. Just it seems like guys are having fun, making plays. I mean, you think that has been something that is a result of that, and I guess how do you guys carry that over to tomorrow as well?
I don't think we like to say, well, hey, we have nothing to lose. You know what I mean? I don't think that that's our mentality. I think our mentality is leave it all out there. You know, you seniors right now, the last thing you want to do is have regret because you didn't leave it all out there on the floor. So I think that's been more of our message, is just, hey, we're going to leave it all out here. We're going to let the chips fall where they may. And these last 3 games, they've done that. And it's great to see, and you got to give the guys a tremendous amount of credit for that.
Oh, go ahead.
I asked Noah this, but how important was he in that second half, controlling the offense and really setting the tone when you had TJ go out?
You know, everyone wants to talk about Noah's slump. Okay, Noah also missed games because he was hurt and had a concussion. So when you're coming back off an injury, sometimes it takes a little bit to get yourself going, right? And I mean, guys, if you look down at the stat sheet, he had 29 points, 7 assists, and 7 steals in a conference tournament game. If that's not one of the best guards in the Atlantic 10, I don't know what it looks like. I'm sorry. And I know he's ours, but he's just a warrior. And he leaves it all out there, and he plays the game with such a passion, you know, and he's had to really work and grind to get to every step of his career. And when something doesn't go well for him, he just continues to work and continues to battle. And he was unbelievable. I mean, the stat, I mean, that's 29-7 and 7 steals. You know, he was outstanding.
Second row, go ahead, sir.
David Jablonski, Daily News. What will you take from that first game against Dayton and tomorrow's game? And what has it been like coaching against one of your mentors, Anthony Grant, the last 5 seasons?
Yeah, Anthony is, people don't know this, Anthony offered me my first job. I was a graduate assistant coach at Florida. We had just won the first national championship in '06. Anthony took the VCU job and called me and offered me his director of basketball operations. 5 minutes later, Coach Donovan called me and said, I thought he was calling to say congratulations, and I started the call off by just saying, thanks, Coach, for everything you did for me. I'm going to VCU. He said, whoa, I'm going to offer you the same job here. And I remember telling Anthony no was one of the hardest things I'd had to do because of the impact that he had from me being a student manager to a graduate assistant coach to the way that he treated me through those times, the lessons he taught me, what I learned from him when he was an assistant, how he carried himself, how he scouted, how he recruited. I took all those tools to when I was an assistant coach. And my journey here as a head coach, when I was at Chattanooga and he was with the Thunder, I would call him, pick his brain on conference tournaments because of the success that he had at VCU. And even through this process that I've gone through these last 10 days, Anthony's been there for me. And he's one of the best in the business. There's not many better human beings in college basketball than Anthony Grant. What will we take from the first game? I know Dayton fans are out there. They'll have a good crowd in there tomorrow. But the home court environment that Dayton plays with, we're glad we don't have to go play in that. Just their pressure really rattled us. We did a bad job handling their pressure. They were extremely physical with us, and we've got to take care of the basketball. We can't have live ball turnovers versus them and just give them layups and points. They're too big, they're too physical, they're too athletic. So we got to make sure that'll be a big focus for us these next, whatever it is, 20 hours. We got to make sure that we're taking care of the basketball and that we're generating good shots. Because like I said, they're too big, they're too athletic. And, what a great opportunity for us. We're looking forward to it.
Final 2 questions here, and then go ahead.
Pedro Suarez for the Massachusetts Daily Collegian. 31 points off their nose today for you guys. How are you able to put on so much pressure on their ball handlers today?
Yeah, I think our aggressiveness defensively the last 3 games has been really good. You look what we did to Ohams, who I think is one of the best front court players. You could call him the best front court player in our league with the numbers that he puts every single night. You look what we did on Aduro. And I even thought, even though Bishop or Pamacel had really good games and they scored, I thought our aggressiveness on those guys, especially in the first half, was really good. So I think just our aggressiveness defensively and, my mentality, and that's all we talked about too in the huddle before the game was, hey, put your focus defensive on the defensive end of the floor. Don't worry about offense right now. This is the first time we walked in this building. All right, didn't get to practice, didn't get to shoot around in here, so you're a little bit concerned that there may be some nerves. It's a great arena, and the Atlantic 10 obviously did a tremendous job setting it up. So you're a little bit nervous about making some shots, but put your focus on defense. And I thought our defensive aggressiveness was through the roof.
Last question, go ahead.
So last time out against UW, obviously you guys fell by 9 points to start the game, pretty hot from 3, and then it trailed off. So I'm kind of just wondering, were there any adjustments you made, or kind of what was the difference today versus a month ago against UW?
Yeah, I thought the last time that we played them, we got outworked. I thought their effort was way better than ours. And you could see that in the rebounding stat in that game. I thought they outplayed us, they outworked us. I thought in the first half, especially the 50-50 balls, the diving on the floor for loose balls by our guys, the rebounding by obviously Trent Buttrick, and I thought Greg Jones's physical presence was there as well. I thought we made those plays in this game. I thought they made them in the last time we played them. I thought we made them this game.
Coach, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Go back to your locker room.